Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to YouTube channel Advanced Machine Learning. We are here with our next lecture. Hope you all doing well. Now let's have a go. What is data? Data understanding and processing. Now we shall discuss the data in detail. The collection of data object and their attributes. An attribute is a property of characteristic of an object. Example, eye color of a person, temperature, etc. Attribute is also known as the variable field, characteristics, or features. A collection of attributes describes an object. Object is also known as record, point, case, sample, entity, or instances. Now we shall discuss about what are the attribute values. Attribute values are the numbers or symbol assigned to an attribute. Distinction between attributes and attribute values. Some attribute can be mapped to different attribute values. For example, height can be measured in feet or meters. When we'll discuss about the types of attributes, there are generally two types of attributes, the categorical qualitative and the numeric, which is also called the quantitative. In categorical qualitative, nominal and ordinal are discussed, and in numeric, interval and ratio are discussed. Now the types of attributes: oak to computer, mode entropy, median, personalize, add or subtract, mean, standard deviation, standard error of the mean, ratio, coefficient of variation. In which there are columns that are nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio, they all have their ranks in these above values in above columns, which are described here. Now we will discuss about discrete and continuous attributes. Discrete attributes has only a finite or countably infinite set of values. For example, zip code, counts, or the set of words in a collection of a document, often represented as integers, variables. Note binary attribute a special case of discrete attributes. In continuous attribute has a real number as attribute values. For example, the temperature, height, or weight. Particularly, real values can only be measured with limited precision. Now we shall discuss about the types of data sets, in which we discuss the record, graph, and ordered. In record, data matrix, document data, transaction data. In graph, World Wide Web, www, graph, molecular structure, order, spatial data, temporal data, and sequential data, genetic sequence data. In record data, data that can consist of a collection of record, each of which consists of a fixed set of attributes, is called the record data. In which you can see here the table which is recorded in the base of record data. Data matrix. If a data subject has the same fixed set of numeric attributes, then the data object can be thought of as points in a multidimensional space where each dimension represents a distinct attribute. Such data set can be represented by an M and N matrix where there are M rows, one for each object, and N column, one for each attribute. In document data, each document becomes a term vector. Each term is a component attribute of the vector. The value of each component is the number of times the corresponding term occurs in the document. When we will talk about the transaction data, special type of record data where each record transaction involves a set of items. For example, consider a grocery store. The set of products purchased by a customer during one shopping trip constitute a transaction, while the individual products that were purchased are the items. Now here you give this short example, that is a graph data, love Obama. The green sound circles represent the positive and the red round circles represent the negative. Now here are the simple little description about this example. Obama has done just that. For special networking to his blog to his Fight the Seamers campaign, Obama has made his Web 2.0 presence known. He has over 1.5 million friends on MySpace and Facebook, and he currently over 45,000 followers on Twitter. This personal activity in social network allow him to quickly get the word out across the multiple platforms. Here is the example of chemical data, that is benzene molecule C6 and H6. In ordered data, sequence of transactions are involved. Here another example of ordered data is a genomic sequence data, guanine, guanine, thymine, thymine, cytosine, cytosine, etc. In order data, spatio-temporal data, average monthly temperature of land and oceans are observed. What kind of data quality problems? How can we detect problems with the data? How can we do about these problems? Example of the data quality problems: noise and outliers, missing values, and duplicate data. We shall discuss in our next lecture further. We have the shortage of time, so we have to end it here. If you like the video, then subscribe and share. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.